This is the grave sin of a narcissist, which God will never forgive and will receive severe torments in hell. Being entangled in a relationship with a narcissist, characterized by grandiosity, lack of empathy, and a constant need for admiration, can have severe consequences. Victims of narcissistic abuse often endure profound emotional trauma, leaving them disoriented, wounded, and unable to move forward. The impact on their mental and emotional well-being can be devastating, taking years to heal and recover. One of the major challenges in relationships with narcissists is the inherent unfairness. Instead of taking responsibility for their actions, narcissists habitually shift blame onto others. They employ deception and gaslighting techniques to manipulate their victims' perception of reality, leading to confusion and self-doubt. This manipulation intensifies the emotional suffering inflicted upon the victim, leaving them bewildered and disempowered. Narcissists exhibit a callous disregard for their victims, swiftly discarding them without any concern or consideration. Victims are left grappling with the shock and pain of being discarded and treated as disposable. Narcissists view others as mere tools or objects to serve their self-serving motives. This callous indifference toward others is repulsive and difficult to comprehend. In our discussion, we will explore the 7 destructive behaviors committed by narcissists and how they justify their harmful actions. If you wish to stay informed and continue the conversation, kindly click the subscribe button to receive updates. By doing so, you contribute to raising awareness and fostering ongoing dialogue around this important topic. Number 1. Emotional vampire. Narcissists, undoubtedly, embody the worst kind of emotional vampire. They mercilessly feed off your humanity, integrity, and capacity as a thinking, feeling individual. Delighting in the power trip of bullying and intimidating others, they derive satisfaction for exerting control and inflicting abuse. Yet, at what expense? Is sacrificing your very life worth appeasing their insatiable thirst for dominance? Reflect upon what you forfeit in this toxic dynamic. The ability to think clearly, differentiate between reality and illusion, and process new information slips away. Your perspective distorts, and your mental state undergoes a profound shift. Losing sight of your true identity becomes inevitable, and to the narcissist, this is of no consequence. They care nothing for the devastation they wreak, for their sole focus rests on feeding their insatiable desires for power and material possessions. Number 2. Gaslighting. Another kind of narcissistic abuse comes in the form of extreme gaslighting. They distort everything you share with them, your thoughts, feelings, and perceptions, for the sole purpose of controlling the narrative. By managing your truth, they can manipulate and coerce you into conforming to their will, persuading you to engage in actions you would otherwise reject, and convincing you to accept what you would not usually tolerate. Like a suffocating force, their psychic energy envelops you, reshaping and warping your understanding of yourself, them, reality, and the overall world. Ultimately, the narcissist's diabolical objective revolves around establishing complete dependence on your part. Financially and emotionally, they seek to control your every move, all the while shifting blame for their own misdeeds onto you, while claiming credit for your accomplishments. Allowing another person to dominate your life to the point of self-devaluation, eroding your self-worth and obliterating your true essence, is untenable. It is imperative to break free from the clutches of such manipulation. Reclaim your autonomy, honor your self-worth, and rediscover who you are and what principles guide your existence. Stand resolute against those who seek to control your life, refusing to tolerate being treated as anything less than deserving of utmost respect. Number 3. Ignorance. Narcissists possess an uncanny ability to accurately assess their own desires and needs. They recognize that kindness, respect, introspection, and accountability serve as crucial elements in maintaining healthy relationships. However, their understanding remains limited. Despite recognizing these requirements, they fail to translate this knowledge into action. They lack the initiative to fulfill these essential qualities independently. Recall the instances when the narcissist exhibited concern about the possibility of you leaving the relationship or losing their hold over you. They adjusted their attitude and demeanor to appear more approachable. The puzzling aspect lies in why they did not consistently provide what you needed to sustain the connection. They were well aware that respect, understanding, compassion, presence, intentionality, love, and care were vital for nurturing the relationship. Yet, they intentionally withheld these crucial elements, forcing you to beg for them. Countless factors contribute to the growth of a healthy relationship, but they deliberately denied you access to everything you explicitly requested. Number 4. Smear campaign. When direct control became unattainable, they resorted to a smear campaign. Even when exposed, they persisted in perpetuating their lies, tarnishing their own credibility. Their intentional spreading of falsehoods aimed to bring you down, driven by raw animosity and base instincts. It is challenging to accept that treating such individuals with dignity is more fruitful than attempting to placate their anger. While relationship issues may arise, it is vital to leave the past behind and grant them the space to heal. However, rather than relenting, they intensified their efforts. As you refuted their attempts to exert direct control over you, they sought external allies for a smear campaign designed to damage your reputation. This campaign wrecked your good name and shattered the trust you had with colleagues, friends, and impacted your personal life. Their disregard for the pain they inflicted upon you became evident, as they relished the opportunity to cause harm. They manipulated the situation to enhance their own sense of self-worth, fueled by envy, vindictiveness, or a cruel disposition. Such behavior is unacceptable, as it perpetuates a cycle of vengeance, jealousy, and harm. It is crucial to understand that their actions stem from their own deficiencies, rather than reflecting your worth. Number 5. Infidelity and betrayal. Engaging in affairs with others while simultaneously being involved in a relationship with you, all while attempting to keep it concealed, constitutes a grave sin. When their infidelity is exposed, they will go to great lengths to rationalize and dismiss their actions. But who truly benefits from their deceptive manipulation? When you hold them accountable for their betrayal, they resort to gaslighting, labeling you as the unreasonable party and shifting the blame onto you. This behavior stems from a lack of empathy and a callous disregard for the emotional harm inflicted upon you. The actions described reflect the behavior of a person who is not merely disturbed, but rather inherently bad. At this time, I'm not prepared or willing to delve into the disturbed aspects of their personality. This pattern of conduct represents a deeply troubling development. Committing evil involves engaging in actions that one knows to be wrong, fully aware of the pain it inflicts upon their partner, and instead of facing the consequences, they shift the blame onto you. If not evil, then what else could it be? It is challenging to identify anything more wicked than such behavior. Their repeated lies and manipulation inflict profound damage to your ability to trust. Their narcissistic tendencies demolish the very foundation of trust in a relationship, rendering their offense intolerable. Consistently and systematically deceptive, they leave you unable to trust their words or their intentions. Once you remove yourself from the situation and confront the reality, the illusion they created becomes evident. The entire relationship and the circumstances surrounding it are revealed as a mirage. Betrayal of this magnitude often undermines one's ability to trust again. Many individuals never fully recover from such betrayal, permanently scarred in matters of trust. The damage inflicted upon them is irreparable, leaving an indelible mark on their ability to place faith and trust in others. Number 6. Physical and emotional abuse. While it is true that not all narcissists resort to violence, those who do have the power to leave their victims feeling deeply insecure, making it difficult for them to trust and be around others. It can take years, if not decades, for a victim to overcome the fear that their abuser will return to inflict harm. They become uneasy in their own skin, as the narcissist's psychological and physical abuse has left them traumatized. They may be triggered by situations that feel unstable or by environments that lack the promise of physical safety. Growing up with a narcissistic parent, I hold a zero-tolerance policy for any form of physical abuse. To engage in violence is to forsake empathy entirely. Such behavior stems from a place of inner rage, and it has nothing to do with the inherent goodness of the individual. It reveals a dark, sinister side that is devoid of humanity. Number 7. Exploitation. Narcissists prioritize their own interests above all else, perceiving others as disposable. Driven by a sense of superiority and an inflated self-importance, they view people as mere objects to acquire whatever they desire. Their pursuits are rooted in obtaining personal gain, whether it be material wealth, sexual gratification, or any other means to satisfy their primal instincts. Genuine interest, true connection, and empathy hold no value to them. They perceive others as a means to an end, manipulating and deceiving them to fulfill their own desires. They see individuals as commodities, satisfying their primitive instincts and revealing their selfish focus on self-preservation. The intricate dynamics of exploitation will be explored further in future episodes. If you are still engaged with this discussion, I hope you found value in this episode. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and spread the word. Join me in the next segment as we delve deeper into the topic. It is time for healing and recovery.